Hello, Villa Park. So happy to be speaking with you as your mayor about events and important things happening in and around our great city today. There are a few updates that I'd like to share with you. Last week, our city council met. We did not have a significant amount of business on the docket, but did have an enjoyable time with our distinguished citizen. And we proclaimed September as a service club month and provided proclamations to several of our service clubs. I know we've all heard the phrase service above self. Well, if you haven't, that phrase does speak to the distinguished citizen this month. You will know it well if you're a Rotarian, and our distinguished citizen is. Contribution beyond yourself keeps your life in check, where you form a good foundation to build upon your successes. And I believe this person does it in so many ways, even beyond the capacities of most. William F. Underwood, Bill as we know him, is our distinguished citizen this month. Bill and I had a chance to sit down and talk about his life experiences in both public and private life. Bill has a significant amount of public sector and community charitable experience that spans 32 years. He is currently our city treasurer and has chaired our rejuvenated active investment advisory committee for many years. Thanks to his direction and the work of the Blue Ribbon Committee that he and Lynn Doty recruited, the city has enjoyed substantial savings through the establishment of the Section 115 Trust and other endeavors. After going to college, he had a calling to serve in our military and was a U.S. Navy supply officer. He served on the USS Blue Destroyer and with the Navy Seabees in South Vietnam. After leaving the military, he joined Arthur Anderson Consulting, known as Accenture, for 20 years, 10 in Chicago and 10 as a partner here in Southern California with national and global responsibilities. Bill went on to become a managing partner and co-founder of the Information Technology Group here on the West Coast. Bill and his native Californian wife, Sherry, moved to Villa Park in 1980 from Chicago. They were married for 41 glorious years and have 3 adult children, John, Heather, and Crescence, along with 5 grandchildren. I asked him what drew him and his family to Villa Park, and his answer did not surprise me at all. It was the same as many. They were looking for a certain lifestyle that included a suburban, country-like environment with a quiet and safe community that had a small-town culture and was consistent with executive-style living. Well, he found it here. He told me he looked in Palos Verdes, and as he rode to the top of the hill, all he saw was fog, and ran out of there as fast as he could to Villa Park and bought his home here. Bill has invested heavily in our community through his volunteerism, most especially through his involvement in our local Rotary chapter. His public service included Villa Park, Santiago Canyon College Foundation, Orange County Sheriff, and the Orange County Grand Jury, among others. I asked Bill what his vision was for Villa Park, and he said Villa Park should never change its core, adapt to the future, and we should all work to keep it true to its roots, the way it is today. I also asked him what he wanted to be remembered for, and he said, being a good husband, a loving father, stand-up, accessible friend, and an eager community volunteer who made a difference. Relationships are very important. Bill, we are extremely fortunate to have you and your family as part of our city family, and we're proud of your accomplishments and all that you do for our city. We also want to thank you for your service in the military as well. Thank you, and we're honored to have you as our distinguished citizen. Shifting gears now, our sheriff presented a low crime report for the past few months. However, we are seeing a pickup of incidents in our retail center associated with fraud and petty theft. No incident should go unreported or not acted upon, because no matter what the incident might be, it's an invasion of our rights and person. I would also like to remind us of the tactics that people use to steal from us. They distract you while taking advantage of that distraction to take what is yours. Credit cards, money, etc. Give you an example of a distraction. Woman has a dog. While you're petting the dog and paying attention to the animal, the woman is taking something from you herself or has an accomplice take advantage of you. If you're approached by a stranger, be aware of your surroundings and do not fall victim to their interaction and intent to scam you or take advantage of you. If you are taking advantage of it in any way, report it to the store and also to the sheriff immediately. Shifting gears again, I want to make you aware of a growing concern, and that is safety at our stoplights. We have seen a large number of people running the red lights, especially on Villa Park Road and Center. Keep in mind that Villa Park Road and Taft are major thoroughfares and are heavily traveled by those commuting north to South County and reverse. Please be careful when proceeding through a stop sign or a stop light. make sure oncoming traffic has stopped completely. Our city managers worked hard with OCTA to extend the length of time between light changes to allow for time stopping on the red light before it changes to green in the opposite direction. Secondly, we repainted the crosswalks to help make them more visible. And finally, we're looking at blinking lights installed on Catella prior to center to alert drivers of the changing lights. In the interim, please look before you move to be safe. A couple of extra seconds can make a big difference. I'm also happy to report that we're adding to our planning staff by offering our current intern, Justin Ubansky, a permanent role in our city staff. Justin has been working for the city now for some time and has done an amazing job learning our city, interfacing with residents, and making appropriate recommendations. We're excited to have him on our team and look forward to his growth. I want to thank all of our service clubs who spend countless hours supporting our community and our residents. Villa Park Women's League, Rotary, Community Services Foundation, National Charity League, are to name a few, and the list goes on and is quite extensive. Without their generosity and caring, we would not have such a wonderful experience here in our city. I hope this update's been helpful. I know it's a little long this time. We are constantly looking for ways to communicate with the residents of Villa Park to keep you informed of important events and happenings in our community that affect all of us. Thank you for your time today. Stay safe, God bless you, and the city of Villa Park.